And taps up Oscar. Looking to lean towards the mid control and trying to see if they can solve them in towards the banana position. His art with that opening kill was Beastic. Goes out alone and also goes out of the round. Flash is also turning over to the CT forces, going to keep them at bay as FURIA just wrap back over into the mid play. They've drawn so much attention towards this B site that it's only going to rest on Oscar. Here into the apartments, got to take face and taps. Flash is forcing him out of position. Fight on Yuri, overcooking those flicks quite severely, and eventually Art will find the flank to get a 5-on-3 scenario. And big pistol to take here for FURIA, putting Sinners on the back foot immediately on this first map of the series. Racing in towards the site itself, hoping for a little bit more contact in face. Art will catch the kill from Oscar in the midst of the smoke. Easy picks being found. Neofrag winning next to full. Shock goes falling quickly after the fact. And Zedko left alone. 1-on-4 for him, just no chance available.
But again, even some of the teams that they've been playing, they haven't played a tier 1 team as of yet. They've had some results against, you know, the Anonymo, the Scades, the...
One piece of investment for the CT forces, but that is about it for Sinners. Straight into the banana control again with a heavy stack, a complete stack actually towards the B side. All 5 players out there. No one's even having any sort of contact or potential on rotation. Back over on the base side, and Art and Vinny combined to get a couple of decent picks in. Only 1 kill on the SMG. The MP7 does get responded to. The default showing up. They've done so much here. Yuri all alone. Sinners doing severe damage on this. 1-on-1 as he finds the even trade. Putting that nade on the Zedko, seeing the shoulder bait. Close range against him. He goes back behind the stack, so he evades most of the damage here, but it comes up to 1 good bullet at this stage for either player. Spray on. Finally, Yuri gets it together, but still 4 casualties taken. It's all very small intricacies here for the FURIA side. Right now, none of those issues are cropping up. 4 above Sinners, and rifles are back in for round 5. Passive control is standard. Finally, 1 player flashes forward, gets so much damage to Serato, but still the teams went out the opening fight.
And they're looking to fight again. Another flash over the corner. Zedko peeks back in, but still the trades are good here from FURIA. Sinners are doing everything to push aggressively towards Banana, and now in a position where Beastic's alone over at the B side, and no one is even close to rotating. Yeah, flash over the top, try and get Oscar a little bit of space with that AWP, but even for Art, he's aggressing out towards CT. He wants to take the fight. Oscar gets a trade back to a 2v2, but they don't know about Art's aggression.
On top. Boost spot position, flashing over. Do they check Art's angle? No, they don't. And gets the kill in alongside Yuri. Nice and efficient there for the 2 last players there from the FURIA camp. Spray through Art. Yeah, that's fake. Drawn 2 individuals. Oscar thinks better of it, though. Looks in, catches Vinny as Neofrag goes down. Might be a lurker. All got a catch on Shock. Yuri is dealt with. 10 seconds. They're going to act right now. That bomb's going to get right here towards the site. They're still just making their way with a short presence. The AWP sees the bomb carrier, drops the bomb for the last time in this round. Sinners will hold the defense and get there first.
Now, FURIA looking to just overcomplicate things in that last round. It seems like for them, they've got everything right. They're baiting out over rotations, but it's just too slow.
Start of this round as they make their way forward to the smokes. Flashbang in for Neofrag. It's going to allow Beastic to swing. C2 players. Perfect 2 frags. And the M4 Neofrag lines up a couple. Only gets 1 of them. In a 3-on-2 scenario, though, is still very workable here for the Sinners camp. They've got to smoke down that cross. AWP doesn't fire. They're crossing at the bomb plant. And Vinny tries to see if he can bait in Oscar, or at least see information to him. Smoke on Coffins, he's going to get ahead of it. Spray not good enough. Or left the junior in the back. Trying to get the smoke out here. Bernie's at 20. Or about so much work to do. Look on that first player is good here. Blind in the midst of the smoke. The Incendiaries continue to face forward. Knows exactly where that bomb is. Blind fire. Got to get Zedko. Got to swing on Zedko. Sees him, but Shock holds the line and just gets the kill in the right moment. Junior. Nades on the back line. Yuri and Serato get those 2 players to drop. A good start. Shock can trade it, but now it's being forced back by Serato and co. Neofrag on the site, seeing where the last player is, and will just get himself domed instead. AWP Oscar, no idea of where the T-side presence is. He's watching for a gap in the smoke. Flashbang in. Good kill for Art, and they are just picking apart the CT side. Last is left and Shock. Got that 1 exit out towards the apartments, but that's as far as it goes.
The thing that scares me the most is that Neofrag isn't performing to the level he is. I think that he's been a player recently who's been very underrated and not really talked about a massive amount. I mean, he's the 4th highest rated player in the last 3 months in the world, and he's played 131 maps. I mean, it's ridiculous to think how much impact he's been able to find. Even Shock just being left that can't even save onto his weapon, so no rifles being saved into round 9.
Neo frag off towards Coffin, splashed out, forced away. Does get that one and that second kill, actually. They line up for the M4. Remember that passive position, it could be what aids them here. Two more T-side players siphoned off. AWP on rotation. Art will catch one. Needs to get that secondary pick back in against the M4. M4 runs out of ammo, so they can drop him. It's all left to B-Stick in the back as Junior gets his AWP kill on Zedco. Two M4s on very opposite sides of the site. Flashes inbound will allow a peek in a B-Stick, seeing nothing. Catching Art's hand, but Junior, actually Yuri combines with Junior's assist to finish off the kill and secure this one for FURIA. Even the AWP not doesn't stay in play. M4's tapping, Deagle up on the boost. There is a 4-player stack here towards the A site, so it might not be the best of ideas to go to this. Indeed, Art does get taken down. 2 frags down by the pistols. Okay, Serato there with a trade back. Yuri going to exit out of the apartment. See one player transfer that way back to Shock, who still gets it to a 2v2. So pretty decent damage being done here by the CT forces. Mashes in, M4 rounds the corner. Junior with the AWP pick. Okay, Serato dealing with Shock. Gonna get flashed in, perhaps? We'll try for it. So many players to find. It's such a great peak and 2 picks being found for it. Yuri with the trade, but that's a 2-for-1 that favours Sinners.
They've made a lot of plays like that where they just flash forward, try and take map control back and look to take some fights. And they've even now aggressed towards the bottom of Banana. That allows an over-rotation to come back in.
Okay, Serato looking up, drops down, footstep heard. Yuri. Oh, he adjusts against him somehow. Has to go for the default plug because there's no time. And the AWP of Oscar is bearing down upon them.
Util coming through, and that just allows Yuri to be able to reposition, get out from that default position. And it's taking Neofrag so long to get back up from mid, and Yuri could be the guy to contact peak.
Oh my god, 3 kills for him on 13 HP. And Neofrag, I mean, this is a 1-on-2. Nades back, tapping, giving away his angle with no util. He's got a kit. Look for the exit frags instead, come out towards that long control. Might just keep them there, held towards the bomb blast, but they'll get that frag anyway. Trying their best to pull something back here with the Deagles. Again, the upgrade pistols are doing some decent damage here in Banana, but they're not able to win the round. K Serato, no info on where Oscar is, but a 1-on-1. The only place he hasn't got covered is construction. He might have to check that later. But no, Oscar, slow peek, giving him plenty of time to get that shot in. Watching for the next player to face. So they boost up above Broken Wall. Looks like they might just do, yeah, as Neofrag's looking the wrong way at the wrong time. Kill found on Vinny. Oscar has rotated back with his AWP play. Now's the time for him to go huge, but he only gets the 1 kill. So sights under FURIA control. Zedco has picked apart the lurker, but 2-on-2 for the retake.
Do they? I guess they have to go for this. I know that money's in turmoil, but they've got to at least have a crack at it. And K Serato has been so great in these post-bloods. 2 kills for him in the round already. He has been tagged up. The CT's putting the util down out towards construction, turning away for the flash. Shock's now the last one left. 1 versus 2, and now both T-side players are peeking in. But Shock is able to isolate both of those fights, and he's got a kit in play, so he can go back over, recover the AWP, and turn it into a 3rd round for Sinners.
Of course, they wouldn't have afforded that AWP if they hadn't saved it, so Shock making the right call at the right moment, and FURIA just press on their defaults, knowing that they could just overwhelm them with firepower. 3 players here on the B, so Arsenal gets that 1 frag. Zedco blind, does turn it back to a 4-on-4, so getting away with 1 good pick, now repositioning back towards the new box. Does not see Art's shadow, he does now, and turns the man advantage to the Sinners' favour. Still got plenty more to find. Flash forward, they're going heavily aggressive, it's a risky play, and it doesn't pay off. 3-on-3, B-Stick alone still finds 1 pick above that smoke, tagged up to 30. And re-smoke back, I do imagine, no. Junior's close, AWP adjusts for it and gets us to evens again.
Both players coming in for Banana, and rather than just getting the bomb down, they're going to try and take these fights. Junior misses the angle, though, and now it's all down to Yuri to clutch.
1 HE Molotov out, swinging dry and high and dry. Oscar with the AWP frag to a 4th to the favour of Sinners. Mistake made crucially at the last moment there for the FURIA AWPer. Fast rushing on the pistol, it seems, for the Sinners side, not stopping for anything going in towards his B play. Art here with the USP, gets that first headshot, nade back to do damage to the main T-side. Force lands perfectly onto 2, and they're catching players off here. B-Stick ready for the backstabs coming in from Banana, gets 1 pick, sees 2 more, calls that information onto the main T-side Force. They're all here on the B side. Oscar jump facing, forcing Junior off, not ready for Art, close range, 2 kills coming in for them. Junior also falling alongside Art's angle. K Serato turns into a 2 versus 2. And now the players are on the site here on the defuse, sticking it. Vinny taking not enough damage to go down. And Sinners couldn't find the pick in the midst of the smoke, and FURIA sneak 12 from underneath them. Mars watching, turned away from Serato, sees at least one, maybe two. Burst up, Vinny takes B-Stick back 4-on-3. Burning out of position, burning to death as well. Vinny, hold on the reload, getting out of dodge. Teammate's going to come up, he might be aware that Zedko's here at tree. Will Jr. look to check it? He'll let the bomb go down. He doesn't, and that allows Zedko an easy kill chance to respond back for the MP7 finally. Vinny gets it to evens, but now he's heavily tagged, and the advantage that FURIA could have had has all gone to hell. Smoke down onto Banana, siphoning off Oscar. There is a gap in it though. Shots gonna be the next concern. AK spray turns their attention towards him. He burns alive. One frag now to a 1 versus 1. Yuri has no idea where Oscar is. Gonna tap that bomb, look back towards the construction entrance, and turning away at the worst possible moment allows Oscar.
And even for him, he's only on a USP. You've got a fair few deagles around this B side.
Okay, this is about to get really interesting. Serato, flash blinded, contact on towards Coffins. Art does his damage. Taps through, blind, secondary and tertiary kills. Player in the backline also going to get isolated. So, flawless take of the site from Sinners. Could have gone very differently, but B-Stick, last player left towards longest. That one frag, no idea that Vinny's still there on site, and FURIA can lock out the defense. Careful timing, careful positioning. Very silent from Sinners, but they're going to go in for the XC now. Smoke down Coffins and Cross. Art and Serato watching for it. Flashbang keeps Art blind. B-Stick still sprayed up. Serato gets those two, and Art gets overwhelmed by Zedko, who responds with 2 of his own. Speaking of twos, it'll be a 2v2 for this retake.
The CT rotates just going to take so long out towards Banana position, not being split. Now, they've got a couple of flashes and that kit to work with for Junior. It comes down to the T's and how they reposition themselves.
Or watching FURIA moving closer. Flashes and defuse kits for either player, but Junior takes the dry face in against Zedko, takes him down. All left to Oscar. Scope into the back, they heard it. Flashbang keeps him at bay. Got to swing forward. Pixel's given up. Yuri isolates, bears him down, and wins the round for FURIA. No idea that all these players are out in Boiler, and they're just going to go fast on towards short, try to get this bomb down. As an SMG here for Serato, that could get some decent cash out of this. For FURIA, their main concern will be that map point round. Shock dealt with, turned away from the nade, damage being done near frag, does get away with an eagle shot. Yuri finds him to return, drops that bomb for the second kill. Third frag also found, stolen away from Junior as the kill on Oscar comes up. And map point now. Art starting things off on the right foot, dealing with Oscar and following suit on a Shock. Zedko there on the trade, but now known to the CT forces. Flash is going over as Yuri tries to cross back towards Boiler. M4 hunting for more presence out here, but so far nothing's going to get given.
Yeah, hyper aggression out from the City side, and Art's able to get a 2-for-1. At least be able to give that man advantage up. We know how aggressive Yuri is playing with the NWP looking down from the apartment. Neofrag struggling to get the kill, but at least bring it back to a 3-on-3. And now there's only one anchor at the B side, and Zedko even catches Yuri sleeping.
Way too aggressive right now from FURIA. Junior with the AWP shot on for the first player. 2 more around the corner. Oh, he gets that second. Oh! What a beautiful play. What an appropriate play to close it down for FURIA. 16-7 on their map pick as they go one up against Sinners. Not a great map for FURIA. It's a bit of a lie, to say the least, here, Dwayne. So I have fears as to where the Czech team's going to go from this. They've got to get themselves started with a pistol round. They're on the T side to kick things off here. And B-Stick will round that corner first. Immediately dealt with by Vinny as Serato gets his kill. Yuri following suit as Neofrag finally gets a trade to draw first blood. But his T side, but Vinny's just tapping heads left, right, and center. 2 kills with 2 bullets. Bomb out in the open. Zedko's seen, and Vinny makes it a tidy triple. Kick things off against the Sinners camp. The FAMAS and the M4 continues watching on Oscar. Scene sprayed up. Vinny tapping through to get that secondary frag. And, well, all in all, it's a 2-for-1 trade, making it 3 with the nades back up. Could be overwhelmed here by the Deagle. He's just 1 bullet that needed. Oh, he's missed them all, though. Art can escape. And Sinners can at least grab the M4.
Yeah, they've even got Junior as a backstab, though, so they get the M4, but they don't get away with much. SMG gets an easy kill, and Shock just kind of looks at this thinking, well, what do I do from here? 1v4, might be able to try and get back out towards a ramp position, but he looks the wrong way at the wrong time. Great timing coming in for Yuri.
Just going over the motions in the early part of the game. The pistol conversions being picked up, sprays through, and easy pickings for Yuri and Junior. Yuri especially with the quadra. Art putting nades back. That should do some decent damage, and indeed it does. AK rounds the corner, sees the one player on the boost, tries to go for both of the spray downs. Art gets the kill back in. Neofrag trades it over the second player out there. Still, Vinny comes in to support. Shot trades, Yuri responds. Orb in a 1 versus 3 for Oscar. First frag found. Falling back away with that bomb picked up. He's on his rotate towards the B site.
Oh, he's taken so much damage, though. He's got to just get this bomb down, get that extra little bit of money, maybe try and take a fight straight away, but this is just wasting time. He's got to get out towards the site, and now the CTs are chasing him even further. He's just going to be able to get the bomb down. He's faking it. No. Oh, not going to happen. I guess that's the only situation he could do, right? If he sticks that, he knows that he's going to die. He's heard so much footsteps, so...
Sinner's trying to get a bit more aggressive in these defaults, but Yuri's accounted for that. Knows there's a second player back there somewhere. Spray is getting close to position, but not doing that damage. Zedko spotted out by the M4, and K Serato sends him tumbling down to the floor below. Smokes back. Molotovs onwards. AK burst. Oscar loses his life now to the man advantage. Sinners are managed to find these trades. Flashes inbound, being expected him to go very aggressive in this. The Molotov should force him back, burning the 30 points of health. Him and K Serato. Bit of a bad spot. That nade actually could take one of these kills. Evaded by the IFB player. M4 swings back, but shot there to bail out his teammate. Ulta Vinny in the 1v3. USP is actually going for this retake, but AUG needs to come out, seeing Shock.
Stairs. Art then getting boosted up from mid, not quite landing that challenge onto Shock.
3 players breaking away to go towards the ramp control. Very fast play from Art. Catches the frag off. Gets the kill in. Yuri does spray back and takes some damage to respond, but Beastic even more so. That nade will finish the job onto him. So again, a 2-for-0 trade. And look at how close Art wants to get. The AWP does see his foot, so he gets punished for his aggression.
Yeah, K Serato is going to be able to at least be able to provide more assistance elsewhere on the map. It does give away his angle, but it's still a man advantage being held. Yuri now gets a pick out towards ramp, and Junior is thinking about taking a little bit of a face in from mid. Shock and Zedko need absolutely everything to go their way.
Okay, Serato with another good kill on Zedko. Shock nades up, doing some damage, but now revealing his angle. It should be adjusted by the CTs here. And the M4 takes his face from K Serato. 2 in the back lines. AK on the 1, but not to the other. Hoping to catch players in the midst of it, but Art in the ultimate flank angle. Shock could be in trouble. Art gets that 1 frag. Oscar there with the trade, and the CTs decide to back off as a result of that. The Orb isn't facing the right way, so Shock can get 2 kills. Only finds that 1. Tanked heavily as the Orb, but still back here. Junior had his moment to close out the last map. Had a bit of a quiet series. Other than that, only 3 kills deep here on Vertigo. Shot, spraying, can't catch the kill. Eventually does find Vinny to a 3 versus 2, but Junior trying to respond with the AWP, unable to do so. K Serato falls next. Shock getting 3 frags. Now Junior onto 4K clutch this in his own 1v3 scenario.
A difficult position because they know that he's here. Hearing the footsteps, they've seen him out from default. Another missed shot out for Junior means that Shock is going to be able to overwhelm.
It's just a case of disrupting the default positions. The kills come in. Art's boosting back for looking for a little bit more. Molotovs, Oscar, head duck down. AWP has absolutely no idea. And we're talking about Furia's boosts in the earlier part of things. M4 watching over, seeing the frag, gets that headshot in, sees the other player as well. So all sorts of info going the way the CT forces. Zedko still out there, does find a response, but it's a 4-on-2.
Yeah, try and pick up that bomb and just try and commit towards the frags, but just doesn't happen. Yuri still putting up a monster hold, this time around out towards the EA side. And for Zedko, what can he do from here? 1v4, bomb is not dropped in CT control. Does find that first frag of an over-aggressive Yuri, put the smoke down, but he's just only buying himself a little bit more time. FURIA, this should be an easy conversion for them. And what a protocol that was in the early round in terms of the double nades. Art pressing up aggressively to try and take that fight straight away. Zedko on 5 HP, 30 seconds left on the clock. Even the NWP from Junior spots out the angle. FURIA gets to 7.
Down to the half by for Sinners. In the frag already picked up by Art. Simple kill to be secured. And they do find a return on Junior. Tunnel vision by that AWP. The Eagle finding his response, but I don't think they'll get to that weapon, and even then, there's so many CTs hungry for the trades.
How do FURIA take this? Just slow walk, looking to try and get some fights back out, peek on each other's contacts. ZCO actually getting a deagle kill. They're actually doing a lot of damage from mid. That had to be the play. That kind of opens up the A site and allows the bomb to cross over. Now, Oscar's been able to sneak his way in from mid. No one's got eyes on this. That's an easy kill onto Art. Now it comes down to Yuri to hold alone.
They know that he's somewhere else here on the site, though. They saw the kill feed. Keeping their eyes on side alley, bomb plant will be secured safe. Orp swings and Oscar gets 2 kills. And this backstab was everything. The CTs weren't aware of it. They weren't ready for it.
Even though there was a bit of a whiff attempt happening out on the A side, that backstab from Oscar was everything. Okay, Serrato trying to go in for a little bit of spam. Oh, nicely done.
Second player caught off guard as well. Shock so focused on the corner position up in the rafters. Scout of Art is trying to support him. Yuri eventually has to force forward. Oscar follows suit on Art's position. 5-on-3 now. Junior trying to go for a ballsy play with his AK. If he can get it done, that might turn the tide of this round. He's in the midst of the smoke, and they have absolutely no idea. Neofrag sees him at the edge of it, gets that kill. 2 left here. 1 SMG for Vinny and 1 pistol for Serato. The SMG can get a trade frag, but that's still a 4-on-2 scenario. Teams are starting to get something going here. Can they steal something back against FURIA? And to remind you all of the context in this series, this is their map. Time's ticking, AKs pressing forward, flashes on. Orp got a focus fire, 3 players over a side alley. Art gets caught off guard, but all their backs are turned. Yuri has to adjust against it. He's known the M4 of Vinny also got to come in to support, gets into a 3 versus 3. All CT players are tagged up, but still Oscar falls in the midst of the chaos. Meanwhile, Yuri has finally gone down, 2-on-2, and Sinners trying to back up here.
Now, Shock has not been seen, but he's been able to reposition away from default. Finally, that info comes up. He's able to get to safety, but Zedko's so low, he's got to be the guy to find the X Factor. Both
these players have the fuse kits on the CT side. Zedko waiting, tap on the bomb, forcing Shock forward. Shock still gets the kill, and Serato, too many angles to worry about. Zedko gets his headshot in. Sinners take a 7-all. Flashes over, sprays through, no kills found by Serato. Zedko with his frag, bomb on his back. Art can't get a response frag. M4 of Vinny needs to come in to support, and he gets both of the 2 kills. But now it's a 3-on-2 as we slow things down. The bomb's been dropped though. That backstab inbound from Neofrag is going to be pretty useless unless he can find a kill with it. He sees Yuri. Yuri has no idea. Tap to the head. Even standing again. Sinners pressing forward. Junior got to focus on this one player, misses his shot, and just like that, the man advantage falls apart. The bomb's been recovered. It's going into the A play. 10 seconds to get here, and Neofrag waits in one of the side rooms. Can he actually get the bomb down in time? I don't think Oscar can get there. Just about. Okay, well, now the retake is on to Vinny.
Oh, what a turnaround. That round really had it all for the T side. Neofrag comes quickly in from the back lines, slows it down, slow walks in from the mid position. Zedko might be able to catch the timing, but it might go both ways. Vinny got the angle, clock shots coming out, but Zedko actually wins that fight. Art gets the trade back, and now mid is open.
4-on-4 at least. That could have been a lot worse. Art going to press forward a little bit too far forward, though. 2 CTs round of that corner, and Neofrag, an easy kill of his own. 4-on-3 scenario. Sinners are pressing back and wrapping over. Junior tapping with his Glock, sucking onto the back lines, and cannot seem to find the kills. 55 seconds, a shot presses on. USP finds Yuri. Now 2 left standing for the Furious side, and Sinners look to clean up round 16, it seems. We're going to clean up this pistol base. It's Shock with another frag. And Junior, falling all the same. 3 kills for Shock in that one. And 9 to the board of Sinners. Fast round the corner for Vinny. The adjustment to Zedko is exactly the kind of play they need. Need to convert it into a second frag in case Serrato's there with the first, not quite the second. Vinny's so heavily tagged, he needs to rely on his teammates to get there, but Shock is at least on 5 points of health. Meanwhile, Yuri in with the backstab. B-Stick not going to be aware of it just yet. The B side is under their control as B-Stick does fight back and secure a 3v3 for the retake. Waits around the corner, flash turned away from. Shock gets the kill on 5 points of health. It's all on Art. So much work to do. He finds that first kill. Player off to his direct left-hand side, gets the second flag. Past that smoke, 34 HP versus 40 of Beastic. On the defuse, there is no kit. Art sprays not for him. Beastic sticking a whole 10 seconds. Art's going to get there right now. He's going to force forward. Oh, he just gets the headshot in and just keeps Furia with the 8th. Sinners will be going for this retake, though. They've made it work once before. Little bit limited, though. Again, the buy is not perfect by comparison to Furia. The AKs versus the SMGs and Deagles. 1-for-1 trade from Arse turned up. Chicks right against that one frag. Not quite that second. Back and forth for the AWP. Looking for the last player of Junior. AK in his hands this time. Can he secure an all-important clutch this time around? He'll need it, I think. Oscar with no kit once again, seeing where Junior is aggressing and landing the headshot. And once again, it comes down to him to lose the fight. Zedko pressing into the site itself, going to get caught off guard, but that flashbang shock still there to bail him out. 4v4 with a 1-for-1 trade.
Oh, they're over-rotating, though. They're completely leaving the A side. They are falling for this fake. And for Furia, they've got to be able to act now, because now Sinners are kind of thinking to themselves, oh, well, hang on a minute. Do we need to go back in towards A?
We have all the players to get back. Here is Oscar with the orb. Who lands another stellar shot on K Serato. Flashes over, Incendiary at the ready. Yuri backed up into one of the corners, going to try to see if he can boost up all the white boxes and look for a flank position against the CT forces. That bomb is on the back of Vinny as Yuri gets that kill in at long last, continues facing around the corner, waiting for more CT presence. Will they swing? They will. The spray's so awkward, so the kills can come in thick and fast as Neo Frag and Shock combine for Shock's 3 kills in this round.
Yeah, they've got access to the site, but they don't even know about this backstab. I mean, this is a round-winning play. Planning open for the ramp position. The bomb doesn't even go down. K Serato and Yuri, what can they do in this 2v5? Hope the CTs overextend for mistakes?
We've got time to recover this for Furia, but no picks to their name in this round. 2v5. Neo Frag's the most susceptible to death, and even then, he's still been kicking and screaming. Even taking a nade to the face. Yuri seen burst through by Zedko, gets that kill in. K Serato very close to position. Nade on. And doesn't even get away with the exit frag. Triple for Zedko.
The Sinners looking to try and take the fight out towards ramp. A lot of damage coming through. The nade should at least be able to pick off a kill. Oh, it gets so close onto Yuri.
And look at Neo Frag. Look at Neo Frag. To go that far forward without much support at all. Still getting a kill in. 2-for-1s on the trade. At least Furia can punish it, but the AWP Oscar still alive and still taking frags, at least for a moment. K Serato sprays up Zedko, falling. Shock Tool turns it around and Smoke to the bomb. He's got the kit in play. The Molotov lands a bit too far deep. Still the flashbang blinds off that player, and Vinny can secure the frag. Well, regardless, it's finally some confidence that hasn't gone the way of the Furia side in a very long time. And still Sinners look to get their own confidence involved. First kill on the orb of Oscar, finding our engagements out towards mid though, find by Zedko, as he gets a 3-for-1 trade total with his teammates, and Sinners again with these pistols on this eco round, clean house against Furia. Overcooking that flick a little bit too far here. Incendiaries will try by a little bit of breathing room. Zedko burning, Oscar still finds Yuri. It's all on Junior. 7 frags deep in this game, needing to get himself to 10 to clutch this out. The bomb is on his back, and he has got 2 heavily tagged players, but has to find the right faces at the right times, and caught looking the wrong way. Gives an easy kill for Oscar, and a 15th round for Sinners. Have been hurt, to say the very least.
CTs are kind of playing 2 players out towards a B side. Zedko gets seen, and now the rush can just come through.
Shock's not the smoke down, flash past him. He still almost gets away with a kill on K Serato. The AK returns the headshot, and it's 4-on-2 for the Furia camp. I believe Sinners want to go back and save those weapons again.
Furia, though, they are really not giving this up. They do not want to take it to a 3rd map. 4 now needed in a row for the Brazilians to try and bring it to overtime.
Yeah, full on orb. No utility for him, interestingly enough. He's still got 5,300, and Oscar doesn't even need the utility. He just goes straight up point blank alongside Zedko. That's 2 picks in towards the B players. Neo Frag will get caught up by Yuri going a bit too overly aggressive, but 2-for-1 trades leave Sinners at the man advantage.
Really great entries being found and opening kills out towards that B side. K Serato trying to bring it back from ramp, but he can't quite find the pick. Shock getting involved. Another pick coming in, and Judy's now the last one left.
This is not happening. Not for him. No clutch for FURIA.
He's got the utility, but he's got to be able to isolate these picks. And even Beastic's trying to take the fight. Junior gets another kill. This is starting to become possible now.
Slowly but surely. Full set of utility as well. 2 flashes to go over. They know his positioning. AWP and the M4. If Junior comes another pick, it leads it to high potential in this clutch. Seeing the shoulder of Oscar. Looking in at the wrong place, at the wrong time. Apparently he didn't see the AWP. 16-12 for Sinners as they finally shut FURIA out of their map pick. Take us to a third. Pressing up with the pistols out, the P250, tapping forward, doing damage to Shock, can't quite draw first blood. Meanwhile, the 3 T-side players exit out of the apartments. The bomb has got to rotate now because they've got basically B-side control. Look at how far Art's forced forward here, keeping Neo Frag and Shock at bay as Shock gets that kill. Vinny, however, traded back by Neo Frag, who taps onto the next head of Yuri. 2 kills to his name, and Junior and K-Serato siphoned off from each other. That bomb gets dropped as Neo Frag gets a triple. And just like that, the whole round falls apart for FURIA.
They had everything going for them, and now K-Serato's the last one left out for mid, and Beastic even turns around. What? A return to come through from Sinners. Oh, FURIA they faked them completely. And FURIA, in terms of pace, what do we see for them? HE up towards top mid. Great nade on towards Art, but it's the entry through the smoke.
Striking back from Art's part. Probably a little bit miffed at the way the situation has gone. Same thing with K-Serato as well. His own taps towards Zedco's head, takes out the entire A-side defensive and rotating force. 5v3 with all the Sinners players remaining in the apartments and on shore. They've got Art who's continuing to press towards his B-side, but the bomb's going down on A, and there's really no retake up for the CT side.
There shouldn't be. There could be a little bit of a hunt in from Art. Wonder if he checks out towards that left-hand side, preempts the position. Doesn't happen, so that could be an AK to get picked up from Beastic. They recover a little bit more into that round.
So we go 2-1 to the board of the Sinners side, still in their favour. Still with the rifles out, saved them from this previous round, I imagine. Here with the frag count, trying to see if they can catch Zedco off guard. He makes his way back past the danger box, straight into the ninja spot. Not being detected, Vinny sees him now and opens up the round.
And this might be another save call out for the CTs. Finally, there's a bit of a trade back in that 4 versus 4, but they need a little bit something else. Bomb plant just starting to go through. Spam getting close, doing a little bit of damage, but not denying it.
Does get Junior, however, a bit too aggressive. Oscar follows suit on Yuri, so this is not a safe call whatsoever here, Dweg. Art and K-Serato, last couple of players left. They will find Beastic, but now it's all K-Serato for the clutch. Spray back on the first man, finds it, takes a ton of damage, so it's got no breathing whatsoever. Gets the AWP to fall, but doesn't get the M4 to fall the same, so Shock. Deagle close to Zedco here to try and shut down the ramp control, but Art there with the headshot before the Deagle can even fire. The AWP of Oscar is there in the backlines, he's ready to receive and does find a frag back on Junior, so 4 on 3. Oh, he flicks to Vinny as well, nicely done. And shots just continuing to pour in from him. You mentioned that glass cannon AWP and how crucial it could be to the T-side victory. 2 kills coming in against his teammates, leaves Oscar alone. Well, those 2 first kills were great, no follow-ups are allowed, so 3-all FURIA, equalizing Sinners down to Eco. And Shock gets away with a kill. How? How has Art let that one go? Yuri, or at least find a response frag onto 2 players, so they do maintain control of this with Zedco also burning. Player in the backline being spotted, doesn't take a think off. But damage being done to K-Serato and Yuri, I say that, and K-Serato falls, the AWP misses out, and now they're forced to back off. That's a couple of rifles they can get here. That bomb's going towards the A side.
Yeah, if you're the CTs, you're just thinking, we want to go aggressive, get those rifles, and just try and see if we can hold forward. Junior at least might get caught off from the con player. Oh, Oscar just can't really tap up. AWP back in, nice little double coming through from Junior, and for Zedco, got the M4, that might be it.
Did he get seen, actually? Vinny was tapping. He does check that corner in the end. Okay, so there you go. There comes that frag. But
B split looks to be on the cards. Another re-smoke up towards the top composition, and now the explosion could come out.
Smoke down, tries to press it. K-Serato beats out B, stick spray through, catches that first. See, Shock as she gets the M4 kill back in, but Vinny able to get the response. Bomb plant will be secured. Neo Frag and Oscar are here, but there's a backstab inbound from Connected Control. Art actually gets Zedco over on the site, and now we're just going to sandwich them in. They've got no escape. Sinners might all fall down here. Or pick of Oscar can return, but they are out of here. They are trying to save these weapons.
the B-side plays are just so rock solid for FURIA, and Sinners, they've got to be able to find a way to just hold the B-side because they're just getting destroyed with these rushes.
And making their moves up into the apartments, they've got B-Stick and Oscar to deal with. Again, B-Stick back at the site, changing his positions to be ahead of Benj, and Oscar with the AWP in the market will now look towards the window, out of the market window itself. Gets the shot on K-Serato. That's the start. SMG at B-Stick with 2 easy kills to find on Art and Yuri. Nade close. Oscar gets the collateral, in fact, makes it a quadra. And Sinners...
Yeah, Art getting through jungle though, like, yeah, you're hearing the footsteps, but what can you do with it? Play out for Neofrag, struggling to get the pick. There is a bit of a trade back, but now A side is open. FURIA doing so well to taking these bomb sides.
Well, the timing from Yuri was everything right there. If he had swung out a second later, K-Serato would have gone down. 4 on 3, could still win the round here for Sinners. They've got to get the retake going. Of course, Oscar's got to land his first kill. He's not ready for the player boost at top of danger. So now Shock and B-Stick, now just B-Stick all alone.
It's not even like some of the rounds are close. Like, they're just losing the bomb site so easily. A lot of their kills are coming back to trades. Even B-Stick might get forced out.
Doesn't matter. Straight up, confidence found. AWP of Oscar lands a collateral tag, desperate to get a kill win, but no. Yuri finds the shot that he needs, and B-Stick held back towards bench. Backup's on the way, but still Yuri finds the double up. AK and Vinny so close to sight will catch Shock, but Shock swings upon, burns alive. The 2 versus 4. Bomb has been dropped on site itself. Not planted yet for the T side, but Sinners are suppressed here in market.
There's even like a late wraparound coming through from T-Spawn that, depending on how long this actually takes to get the bomb back and get it planted, like this could be a massive backstab. Or even it's just a play to wait for the CTs to start to save. But for Sinners, they're still trying to go for this.
Default plant attempted. M4 swings out to the open. Now K-Serato's got to deal with it. Damage being done. K-Serato supports Yuri's position. 3 kills for the 24 HP player. Swings back to try to look for the quadra. Almost gets it as well. But now Neofrag naded out by K-Serato.
In terms of the adaptations, like, they are changing their setups out on B, but it's just not working. And now just a run out from A. Are just running so dry straight into the hands of Zeko. A great start for the T side. Oscar trying to see if he can bounce back, bring it to a 4 versus 4, but they just maintain the advantage.
Yeah, trades back and forth between Art, Neofrag and K-Serato. 2v3 now for B-Stick and Shock. K-Serato Molotoving and smoking off the jungle entrance, and he will force Shock back. B-Stick still here at the CT stairs. Seen by the AK. Art taps up. Junior gets out of dodge. AWP forcing out of position. Sees his man. Art still gets the kill, and the AWP lands his 4th frag of this game. 10-4 to the board. FURIA not really looking to try and go any further than this here. They're actually going to rotate in towards the A bomb site as Junior's AWP gets the kill on Shock. Zedko still back at Tetris. Vinny checking it, sees his shoulder, gets the kill in. AK of Yuri strikes over in connector, sees the second man and lands the second kill. All to Oscar now in a 1 versus 4. Great take of the A site, and especially as soon as had the whole stack towards B, you would have thought that that might have been good enough to deal with the B execution, but
they know that Art is pressed up aggressively, but if he's able to get a little bit more assistance, then this aggressive play could actually mean quite a lot. Shock is just contesting out for the jungle position, and Art is continuing to press forward.
Continuing to take damage as well, Junior. Next player to fall in the post plant. Neofrag dealt with by Yuri. Nades and Molotovs forcing him out into the open to a 3-on-3. They've seen that bomb. Again, no kit. Nades coming close. Vinny's trying to catch off the player over in Palace control when he actually gets the headshot in, forcing the T-side players back up. They tap that bomb. Going to stick the whole defuse, it seems like. Shock gets his headshot in. Swing back on towards Yuri, and Art gets one upon. It's all left towards Yuri now. Time's run out on him. No kit. Knowing where Shock is, but just can't find the crucial kill. The OSP lands a 3K, and Sinners take the pistol. Guns out for the Furious side. Fast play in from Sinners, going to try and go for their similar B hits. The MAC-10 first thing out. Vinny with the first frag of the round. K-Serato with the UMP. That bomb's already been dropped actually on the site, so that was a bit of an awkward position. Zedko needs to find the kill. Shock is there to support him as Vinny goes falling next. Neofrag tagged heavily. Art rotating into the back lines on the backstab via the apartments. The smoke has siphoned him off, and he's going to wait for his 3rd teammate to get to position.
Now, Art coming in needs to be able to at least get a bit of a trade back, and Oscar might just give him the fight that they're looking for. Junior struggling to tag up. Art now getting it back to a 3-on-3.
See Shock as well, makes it 2-and-1 for Yuri on the strike. Neofrag with the clutch in tow. It's not going to happen for him. Yuri, if he meets them at point-blank range, that could be a bit of a problem there. Rotating very early to this. Vinny's already left the market position, and Art Sees his man, gets the kill on Neofrag, and now backs off to reposition for the retake. 3 versus 2. Beastick and Oscar gonna have to go beast mode. We'll secure the 7th for the Sinner side. Furia creeping up. Vinny gonna lead that charge in from Market as Art tries to find his angle on the short control. Got a dry face with his orb scope. Din sees Beastick. It's all to Oscar. AK in the back lines. Now giving up his angle to try and fight against the AWP. And the AK's at close. Just not gonna give him the time of day. Furia with that 14th. And that backstab from Art was everything for that CT retake. 9 rounds in a row for the comeback. If they want to pull that off, that would be impressive. I will say that. Straight in with a spray on Shock, not wasting any time. We're cleaning house against these pistols. Junior gets the AWP kill in on Beastick, and Neofrag with a deagle. 1 on 5. His teammates fallen. This is going to be map match and quarterfinal point for Furia. He will get 1 impressive shot, but I think 1 is all he'll get.
I shouldn't get too much more. Hearing some footsteps out towards stairs, but already being tagged up. Pete coming through from CT, and for Furia, that's a simple round. They only lose 1 player. They still hold on to 3 AKs and the AWP.
The way things are going right now, it seems like it might be likely. Sinners going for the rush out with the waterfall. Straight dive into the site. AWP seeing what's going on. Junior just towards Beastick instead. Doesn't quite land the flick on towards Oscar's part. Flash turned away from. Oh, that's a great shot on Shock. And now Junior's come alive. Quiet in map 1 and 2, but now he's hitting everything that he can. Seeing that 3rd player out in the open, he's still going to face towards it, get back towards the connector control. Neofrag needed out by Art. 2 left standing. And Zedco tagged up, falling through the wall. 3 kills for Junior, and Oscar with his own AWP in play. Not going to go any further. What a play from Junior. Closing out with confidence on map 1 and closing out the series in his own right. 16-6 on Mirage.